What's up? What's up? What's up? Let's see. Um, this is the Shi-Fi podcast. Episode 95. We're booming. We're knocking it down. We're everywhere. If you're watching on YouTube, my face is not this red. It's just camera. It's just a camera. And I'm a little tired. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little tired. I've been in like everywhere with my girlfriend and just Denver, Dallas, Houston, Texas, the country, everything. So I'm recovering. Um, let's see. I gotta start out with this. I went to the Texas Rangers baseball game. My girlfriend took me, and for my birthday, and I have to be honest. Like I have to be honest. I had no idea who was on the Rangers team. No idea. I looked at that batting order and I was like, who are these people? It's kind of sad. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of sad. I think the only players I know are Chris Davis and this random dude I remember from kind of 3 or 4 years ago named Falafa. Not Profar. Like something blank Falafa. I don't know. I'm not even sure about that guy. I was just looking, I was like, man, I have no idea who's on this team. And I mean, 2 years ago, I kind of knew these people. I think something must have happened. COVID really messed up my baseball knowledge because I had no idea. Um, what can you say though? I mean, baseball does not intrigue me whatsoever. Again, it's just horrible. I hate baseball. I don't hate baseball. It's just kind of like I can do without it. I can definitely do without it. But man, I had that realization at that game. It's just like I don't know any. Okay, honestly, I'm gonna expose myself. I was like trying to impress my girlfriend by like knowing the people. Man, I had to not fake it, but like I had to find some other ways to like display my baseball knowledge. Um, But the players, I had no idea who any of those people. It was really bad. I was like, this is sad. I still can't even name. I can't name any of them right now, except for the players I knew. So that was a realization I had the other day. It was very exposed a lot. Honestly, I'm gonna go through this roster right now. It was really sad. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of disappointed in myself. Wait, okay. I'm so not Chris Davis, Joey Gallo. Okay. I'm everywhere right now. But I do remember we actually do have a guy named Chris Davis. I think. Do we not? Could sworn we had another guy named Davis. Guys, I'm sorry. I goofed. It was not Chris Davis. It's Joey Gallo. Okay, I know Joey Gallo, and I know the Falefa guy. Man, that's pretty bad, man. Falefa. Kiner Falafa. I don't know these names, man. I've heard of Willie Calhoun. Yeah, man. I don't know baseball. Baseball, I just do not know. It's and that's the problem with baseball. They are horrible at branding. They are becoming the WNBA, and the WNBA might slowly be becoming the MLB. I mean, like I remember back in the day, maybe because I watched it more, like I knew some of the players, but like I know more WNBA players than MLB players. Maybe, I don't know. Let me take that back. But maybe in the same ballpark. But yeah, that's about it. Whatever. It's a Shi-Fi podcast, episode 95. Shout out to everybody listening to Spotify, YouTube, Apple, whatever. Good old whatever. What we doing? All right, man. I've been seeing this like on Twitter a little bit. And it's kind of cringy. Man. It's kind of cringy. Just social media in general. It's just cringy, man. It's just cringy. That's all. I have to vent out this cringiness out of my body. Let's talk about it. The people that are what do you call them? The people that complain or like kind of vent to other people about how college is a scam, or like, man, I didn't learn it, or I got a degree and I haven't got employed yet. Man, college is a scam. Like, I'm just talking like how these people are talking. Or, man, college is a scam. I got a degree. I haven't got employed for a year. I shouldn't have gone to college. You know these type of people. You know these people. And like, I just cringe because it's just kind of like, how spoiled are you? Like, I don't to just like. I'm just saying to just like think you're worth something because you went to college. Because that's a wide spectrum. Saying you went to college could mean anything. And just saying that and saying, oh, I got a blank degree, why haven't I been employed? It doesn't work out like that. It's never worked out like that. And why are you thinking like that? I don't know, man. That's all. It's just cringy to me. Like, okay, yes, college is a scam. Okay, we all knew this. So what are you gonna do about it? You know, like, what are you gonna make out of it? What are you gonna like? Okay, knowing something is a scam, tread lightly through the scam, because college isn't 100% scam. It is a 80% scam, 85. You got to find that 10 to 15. You got to find that niche. You got to find that 10%. Like, you know, don't get certain degrees that aren't real in the real world. Don't think you're entitled to something because you studied in college. Like, I don't know. It just shows me like it's just like, how pampered are these people? I don't know, man. I'm really not trying to like diss people, but it's just it like hurts my head a little bit. I'm like just having that personality of thinking you deserve employment just because like you went to college. Just like, man, having that mindset is very exhausting, and I would not want to have that mindset long term, because it's like, man, if you think that, you think you deserve everything or something, like, I don't know, man. I had to cringe that out of my body because I was like, it's kind of funny, man. I don't know. Whatever. Let's move on. I'm not trying to diss people. I love everybody. Let's see what we got. Uh, what I can start. Okay. Oh, and also, No, wait. I just thought something. I do love this weird phase of my generation. Maybe it's the millennial generation of on this kind of like socialist communist wave. It's kind of funny, and I like it. Like I like it, man. In my evil ways, in my evil brain, because I'm like, okay. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm just gonna leave it at that. All right, let's move on. Wait, one more sentence. The anti-capitalist that support that want socialism, I love those people. Yeah, I get me in the business with the people that want socialism, because I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen, man. I'll make it. All right, let's move on. Let's move on, man. Okay, I really need to stop. I really need to. Some people actually listen to this podcast. All right. So I was thinking this the other day. I was like, honestly, we're shifting to NBA. This past year NBA season and this current year NBA season kind of feels like what it would feel like with the non MJ years and from 94 to 95. I'm just imagining what that. Okay, well, what I'm trying to say. This current 2 year of this COVID NBA seasons feels like what it would feel like with the non MJ years in the 2 years, just because like people are gonna look back at this 10, 20 years from now like, oh, like the COVID 2 years, does that really count? Okay, it does count, but like does it really, I mean, we kind of view that with the Rockets championships, like, okay, they count, but like MJ wasn't really in his full 100%, so I don't know, in a way, it's giving me that vibe. It's like, because I didn't live through that. I didn't live through the MJ 93 years. But yeah, it's just, I'm just imagining. I'm just imagining that this is the same feeling that people had back in the day. Just because, yeah. What am I trying to say? And I don't know, it's kind of interesting. Kind of like it. I remember I saw something where like the NBA is going to continue its normal regular season in October, and I was like, man, like we're gonna have a normal season next year. It's gonna be kind of interesting. And with that being said, it's gonna be what do you call it? It's gonna be another 3 month off season, and like these 2 years are really catching up to these players. I mean, with these injuries left and right, up and down, it's kind of crazy what's happening right now. Speaking of which, the Brooklyn Nets, aka the New Jersey Nets, are dealing with injuries like crazy. James Harden got injured and last night or yesterday, and it's very interesting because also Kyrie got hurt. Sorry, my brain is fizzled. Kyrie got hurt. James Harden is already hurt. So now we got Kevin Durant with Joe Harris and some randos. So it's going to be interesting. I kind of like it, but I hate that the injuries are happening, of course. But it will be interesting to see what happens with Kevin Durant, the Nets, versus these Bucks teams. Bucks games, the next 2 or 3 games. It will be interesting just to see just how he adjusts, because Kevin Durant the last 5 years has been playing with, or 4 years has been playing with very quality teammates. So I'm gonna love that he's gonna be playing by himself in a way. I've always kind of wanted to see these superstars, like, these super teams are great. I love it. But like every once in a while, like I kind of want to see these superstars by themselves. I want to see them dominate the other team. Like I believe in Kevin Durant. I love Kevin Durant. He is an amazing player. The decisions I don't really agree on with his team wise, you already know. But as a player, just individually, like he's a monster. He's that dude. Like, and so playing the back-to-back MVP, and Giannis, we're just gonna see what happens. We're gonna see. And yeah, it's gonna be. I like it. I am very intrigued to see. I honestly think the Bucks are gonna win. But yeah, with all that being said, I think the Bucks are gonna win, unless Kevin Durant proves me wrong, because I think with this situation, Kevin Durant is not really prepared for it. Only because like he hasn't, of course, played by himself in a while. Like so, I mean, there's gonna be rough patches, but it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I mean, that Bucks team I think it's the best Bucks team. It's the best Giannis Bucks team ever right now. And so I don't know. I think something might happen with the Nets, and it's weird. It's this playoffs are so weird because it's like the first time where like no recent champion has no recent champion is in the playoffs. I think the most recent champion in the playoffs are the Sixers, and they won in 1983. What's that? 35 years ago? 38 years ago? Yeah, it's kind of weird. With that being said, all right, what else? I saw it the other day, where it's like, is Giannis winning the back-to-back MVP going to, are we gonna look back at that from like 20 years from now, like, oh, that was a rough time when Giannis wins back-to-back MVP? Because okay, I'm not the biggest Giannis fan personally. I mean, he's a great player, but MVP, nah. And what, back to back, a two-time MVP? We gotta stop, bro. No. It's just like, I don't know. It's weird. It's just weird. Giannis. The thing about me with Giannis is that it feels like Giannis needs to be more of a center, which he is. But when he does these 3-pointers and these mid-range jumpers, and they're just bricking and bricking, I'm like, this is not your game at all. Did Shaq shoot 3-pointers? No. Yeah. So yeah, it's Giannis is the Shaq of this generation. Giannis is not the LeBron. He's not a wing guy. He is a center in today's NBA. And that's okay. That's great. And also, with that being said, Giannis needs a guard in his life. And the fact I saw something where like Giannis chose generational wealth over championships, which is a extremely true statement. Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, ugh. I mean, he signed that contract. It's a very lucrative contract, to say the least. But, yes, you got your money, but you're not going to get any playoff. You're not going to get any championships. And this year might be as good of it as ever to win a championship. The only way the Bucks will exceed expectations is if Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday are able to combine each other and be amazing. Whenever we talk about Shaq, we always have to talk about Kobe. Shaq, okay, of course Shaq was better than Kobe. Duh. Shaq needed Kobe to win championships. Shaq needed a guard to win championships because, okay, cool. You have Shaq. You dunk. Okay, cool. You're going to get double teamed. Who are you going to kick it out to? You're not going to kick it out to, what, you're going to kick it out to Chris Middleton? No, you have to have like an all-star guard with, okay, Chris is an all-star. You know what I'm saying? Like a very top 10, another top 10 player. If Harden was with Giannis, they would win a championship already. If Harden was with Giannis the past 2 years and this year, they would have already won championship for sure. Yeah, that's what Giannis needs right now, and he needs it bad. But if Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday can like somehow like be amazing together, okay, maybe that can like replace the Kobe, the Penny, the Dwayne Wade guard that Giannis needs. I mean, I watched Game 4. Chris Middleton and Drew did very well. If they play like that, they're going to be very hard to beat. They're going to be very hard to beat. I can't believe I'm saying that actually. But yeah, it's going to be intriguing to watch. Because the Sixers team is kind of looking shaky. The Nets are shaky. I mean, and who knows? Who knows what happens if the Bucks make the finals? Who knows? Yeah, so it's very exciting. It's very exciting. What else? Yeah, so we'll see. I like it. I like it. The Jazz and Clippers, probably the most boring series I've ever watched. All right. But part of me kind of feels like Kawhi is going to have a 2019 playoff run in him. A part of me does. I mean, we saw 2019 Kawhi against Dallas. Is he going to continue? I mean, it's looking scary out there. The thing about it, Paul George is doing very well. He's doing okay. Like, I'm going to admit that. I'm not scared to admit that. But he's got to continue. He's got to. Yeah, it's I like it. It's going to be very intriguing. I'm trying to say, very impressed with the Suns. Extremely impressed. On this podcast, a couple episodes ago, I said, this Lakers-Suns series in the first round was going to be pivotal because I thought if the Lakers had won that series, they would be automatic to the championship. Only because that was going to be the Lakers' toughest matchup. Just to, I'm trying to say, when the Lakers didn't have momentum, and you go up against the number 2 seed Suns, yes, tough matchup. But if the Lakers had played the Suns, in the Western Conference Finals, it'd be a lot better. But with the Suns able to beat the Lakers, sweeping the Nuggets, they are looking nice. Devin Booker, CP3. I love that Chris Paul is getting all this love right now. I appreciate it. Because that's the only thing missing from Chris Paul's career. When we look at top, we rate top 5 point guards. I don't even think about Chris Paul. Maybe at 5, maybe, but it's very tough because especially now with the influx of point guards right now, you got to put Steph in now. Steph is honestly am I about to say this? Steph Curry's a better point guard than Chris Paul all time. I just said it, and I believe it. Chris Paul is probably going to be the John Stockton of this era if he doesn't win a championship. I mean, the Suns still going to win a championship. When we list top 5 point guards, all of them have at least one championship. That's just what the deal is, except for John Stockton, who went back-to-back finals versus MJ, which I think deserves maybe an asterisk, at least something. I mean, that's better than Chris Paul. Chris Paul hasn't even made the finals. I think winning or I think losing back-to-back finals against MJ is a lot more credit than not even going to the finals in the first place. But that's neither here, there, neither here or there, whatever. But I love Devin Booker. I am hoping, like I don't know, I was a Devin Booker fan at the start because I was like, okay, this guy can score. Pair this guy with somebody else, they're gonna click. And they just have it just gives off energy vibes. They're just so energetic. It feels like, um, it. I mean, I haven't watched all their playoff games, but when I have, it's just like it just feels like so much happening. They feel like they're maybe kind of deep into the roster, 8-9 type of playoff team. Um, Good vibes. It is good vibes in Phoenix right now. Yeah, Sixers versus Hawks. Sixers got to win that one. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I hope Trae Young does good, but I think Embiid's still out. Is that a thing? I think so. But it would be fun having Trae Young in the Eastern Conference Final. I'm not gonna lie, that'd be fun. Um, Man, I just can't believe Trae Young didn't make an All Star team. I've been saying that the whole year. I am a day one Trae Young fan in Dallas. And when you are a Trae Young fan, being a Trae Young fan in Dallas feels like being a Dwayne Wade fan. Because it's like, okay, I support the dudes, but like, doesn't mean I hate Dallas. Like, supporting Trae Young does not mean I hate Doncic. Doncic is an all timer. Trae is an all time superstar. Big difference. But man, it's just kind of crazy that Trae Young won a playoff series before Doncic. I mean, it doesn't mean anything, but just saying that just kind of sounds funny. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm really excited for Trae Young's career. He gets a lot of disrespect, and I seem to like gravitate towards the people that get disrespected. I mean, I was a James Harden fan. Being a James Harden fan the past 1 to 5 years. It feels like Trae Young is about to enter that portal because it's just like he gets unnecessary hate. Like it's just unnecessary. Like when you get unnecessary hate, I have to be a fan of you because I gotta like support you. Like I always said to people, I was like, I'm not even a James Harden fan like that. I'm trying to say, just respecting James Harden's game and Trae Young's game just makes me feel like I'm a super fan of them. I'm not. I'm just like saying they're great players, and I think they're just normal. I mean, Trae Young's a top 20 player to me, and if I say that in public, people kill me. And I'm like, I thought we were past that. Like, I don't know. Whatever, man. Whatever. I'm over it. All right, let's wrap this thing. Song of the week shout outs. Song of the week. Let's do it. Song of the week. Having Our Way, Migos featuring Drake. Drake's verse went 2 minutes long in this song. I was very like, man, this is a whole song. I was like, I looked at the song, I was like, man, it's halfway through and Drake's still rapping. My favorite line in that song is was something basically like, I've been trying not to rap about the plane. Or I made a promise to not rap about my plane, but look at the plane. It's just, it's funny, man. It's funny. Yeah, whatever. All right, shout out to my girlfriend for starting her new employment. My girlfriend Kirsten. Man, I shouted her out a lot this episode. I think she watches her in there.
But yeah, shout out to her. She's killing it. Yeah, she is. All right. That's it. Appreciate y'all. I got a podcast a little bit more. This is a little warm up. This is a layup line type of podcast. I had to like kind of dribble here and there, pass it around. So we're gonna get these started. We're gonna keep rolling, and that's that. Thank you for watching. Peace.